Indigenous History, Part 155, Day 1 of Indigenous History Month, John A. MacDonald. Now, it's a little ironic that today, on June 1st, is the beginning of Indigenous History Month. It's the same day that in Toronto, they're going to be unboxing the statue of John A. MacDonald. Now, part of the reason why they boxed him up in the first place is because previously they had that whole movement where people would tear down the statues or deface them or something like that. So in order to try and reach a compromise, they boxed it up rather than have it being torn down or vandalized. Now that's enough for another thing. Now, some of you out there may be wondering what it is that my people have against the Canadian Prime Minister John A. MacDonald. Some of you know, and others may not. So, let's go into why. John Alexander MacDonald was Prime Minister of Canada between 1867 to 73, and again from 1878 to 91, for a combined total of 19 years as Prime Minister. A lot of the policies he created influenced the country today, and he also oversaw the creation of the Canadian Pacific Railway. But did you know that he also oversaw the creation of the residential school system in 1883 as a federal program in cooperation with the Protestant and Catholic Church? Many policies he also created led to the starvation of Plains Indigenous people. He appointed himself the Superintendent General of Indian Affairs and established the creation of Indian Agents. MacDonald's goal was to assimilate Indigenous people into Canadian society, and he did so with certain acts like the British North America Act in 1867, now called the Constitution Act. He also created the Indian Act in 1876. We'll get to that later this month. Now it gets even more chilling. He has gone on record in the House of Commons as saying on May 9th, 1883 as, and I quote, "When the school is on the reserve, the child lives with its parents, who are savages. It is surrounded by savages. It is simply a savage who can read and write." He argued that the child had to be taken away from the savage community in order to have any chance inside this modern world and educated. So his only hope was to be put into a Christian society in order to be civilized. Oh, and it gets worse. He also established the pass system. Think of it as an old-timey version of the hall pass, except in this one, you had to have a piece of paper, and it had to be signed and recognized by an Indian agent before you could leave or return to the reserve. More on this later this month. He outlawed powwows, cultural practices, dances, sacred ceremonies, and artifacts, and he made sure the Indian agent acted like a sort of enforcer goon to confiscate the drums, medicines, and anything even remotely cultural to Indigenous people. All of this is only a fraction of the things that he has done to the natives, to say nothing about what he has done to so many others. And this is the man the Canadian government wants to display again? So much for reconciliation. Thank you for hearing my words.